Sorry, just putting an appointment in my book. How is everybody? It is warm. I will tell you what. It is very warm outside. Humid. So humid. Hi, Teresa. How are you, sweetheart? I'm good. Thank you for asking. I am trying to get my thing shared here. Trying. Oops. Oopsie. Oop. Oop, my phone's dying. Dang it. I'm going to have to grab my charger. Hold on a second. Boop. Hi. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Billy Joe. Teresa. Everyone, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a fabulous Tuesday. Emma had her open house today, so that's fun. I gotta get a charger. 1 second. My house, absolute disaster. The house is a disaster. I'm still trying to unpack my life. So there's that. Oh, it's hot. The weather's been unusually hot here. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's been incredibly warm here too. When we got in the car today, my car registered at like 116 degrees, and I was like, what is going on? No way. Hi, Karen. I was like, can we take a break from that right now? Because no. And it was so hot and humid today. And it's normally humid, but then it rained for a minute, so that's understandable. I know, it's crazy. Crazy. And I was just beside myself. Like, I did not want to be in that heat. But Emma had her open house over at the school today, so I walk around the school just sweating my butt off. It's terrible. And I let her do my makeup. How's it? I let my kid. I let her do my. She gave me little wings. She gave me. She likes wings, so she gave me little wings, and she did my makeup, and so that's Emma's makeup job for you. So, yay! We are going to do. Oh God, it's hot. It's hot. I'm hot. How are you? We're going to do some readings today. I was told we're doing messages from your loved ones who have crossed over. That's what I was told. Oh, that looks terrible. That's what I was told. So that's what we're going to do. That might be a little bit better. Let's see if we can get it to not look like we're electrocuted. Woo. Go away, hair. Okay, good enough. Who cares? But it's hot, I tell you. It's hot up here. Whew. I don't know what the temperature is there. She did do a good job. I don't know what the temperature is where you are at, but man, Teresa says, I'd love a reading. Absolutely, Teresa. I think I put the readings at $25 today if you're interested in getting one. There's 4 different ways to make the donation in the description box of the video. These are not free readings. It doesn't say free readings anywhere, so they are not free. If I did free readings, it would say free readings in the title of the video or in the description box. box of the video. Today is the 22nd. Okay, so hi Donna Ann, thank you for sharing. I've got a little singing bowl here. We can do a little frequency clearing for everybody. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. It's too hot to cook in my house, in my kitchen. It's very hot in my kitchen and it's too hot to cook. So I don't know what we're going to do. I'm not even hungry right now because it's so hot, when it's just too hot to eat even. Never mind cooking. It's just too hot to eat. So anyway, that's what's going on in my neck of the woods. We went over to the school. We met Emma's teachers and now I'm melting. How was your day? How was your day? My day was swell. Like it was good. It went by super fast. Is anyone else having that problem? Because I just feel like my days are just flying by. Like my mornings are just flying by. And before I know it, it's 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, what happened? I don't know where half of my day went. Is that happening to you? I can't be the only one that's happening to. Is that happening to you also? Oh man, I'm telling you, it's been interesting. Also, I read on Facebook today because I follow the city of Sturgis where I live, that they are proposing putting a water park or an adventure park with a man-made lake right here in town, and I'm very excited about that because we are about an hour or an hour and a half from the closest kind of water, lake or whatever. So having something right in town during the summer would be swell. It would be amazing. So anyways, yes, that is how it is. Learning this new setup on my TV. Am I on your TV, Donna Ann? Oh my gosh. Are you watching me on the big screen? Oh my gosh. I feel special. I gotta clean these funky ass glasses. One of these days I'm gonna get a new prescription and I'll be able to see. No? You're just learning your new TV setup? You can watch me on YouTube on your big screen. Some people do that. They put me on their television because I'm not big enough. They want me to be bigger. Here, be on my TV. Oh, fun. Oh, man. I tell you, people just are crazy. Yeah. So, you got a Fire Stick. Ooh, that's fun. That's fun. I have Amazon Fire on my television. I think it's interesting. I'm going to tag some people who normally watch us. Well, I'm not friends with her. I can't tag her. I spelled that wrong. Well, I've been following me for 2 years. Hi, Linda. How interesting. What was I going to say? It's hot here. It is hot here. Oh my gosh. I feel like my body is 5,000 degrees right now. What's the temperature where y'all at? Because outside here it's 97 at 6 o'clock in the evening. And it's just ridiculous. It's very, very humid today, and I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. But yeah. Hi, Linda. So we're going to do messages from your loved ones who have crossed over, since that was what I was told. Stay hydrated, everybody. My gosh. Stay hydrated. So I have, the Amazon Alexa on my TV that listens to everything that you say. That's what I have. And then I have Facebook, which listens to all of your conversations and then puts advertisements up for products that they think you would want based on the conversations that they listen to. Yeah. So that's fun. I am on early tonight. I was getting tired, so I thought I would pop on because it's super hot. And I was just talking about how gross it's like 97 degrees here. And it was humid today, and it's just so hot. I figured I should come on earlier rather than later, so you get to see me. And Emma did my makeup, and look how cute I have. I have wings. Emma did my makeup today. So I said, if you want to do my makeup, you can. So she gave me Cleopatra eyes. How sweet of her. But yeah, I'm wearing blush somewhere. I don't know. She did some stuff on my face. And she colored in my eyebrows. So that's fun. She did all kinds of, she shaped with a little brush, and she colored in my eyebrows. How are you doing, Linda? Oh, don't apologize if you're on the phone. That's fine. That's fine by me. My gosh. Oh. What in the world? I might not even make it tonight. I might not even make it because the yawns are coming in hot. Ooh. I was getting tired, and it's too hot to cook in my kitchen, the heat outside. So, and I'm not hungry. But anyway, I've been seeing a lot of. We'll have a chat while we're waiting. Yes, I have window units. They don't have. They don't really have a lot of central AC in South Dakota, and so you kind of have to buy your own, window units. And I brought mine with me from Texas because I'm not an idiot. I'm just heat intolerant. And I have them on all the time, but it was just so hot today and humid that my little air conditioner is the little AC that couldn't. So that's today. Yeah. And I've been seeing a lot of posts about different things that are happening in the United States right now. There's flooding happening in southeast Texas. There's flooding happening in California. There's fires happening in Washington. There's, of course, what's happened in Hawaii. There's all kinds of things happening right now, weather-wise, all over the country. And doesn't it just make you wonder? Am I the only one that wonders about stuff like that? Like, I don't know. It's weird. 103 in Arizona. Oh my. Yeah, it was really gross here today when I got in my car. It was like 114 degrees or something like that. And I was like, oh. And then I started driving it and it went down a couple of degrees and I was just like, oh, this is crazy. I mean, it's the middle towards the end of August in South Dakota. It should not be that hot, honestly. Texas, sure. And Texas is in drought, so you know they're going to have some kind of fire. That's just going to happen. Um, but I just think it's weird that all of this is all happening kind of at the same time. And then Canada's got fires going on the other side of the country, um, instead of where they were happening before. And it's like, is it just me? Or does it feel like we are under attack? Is it just me? I mean, is it? Does nobody else feel like this is just so, like, why is it all happening at the same time? You know, like I can understand if there was a hurricane, like, for example, we had that hurricane in Louisiana and it was really terrible. There wasn't wildfires happening here and destruction happening over here. It seems to be a lot of wildfires, I mean, honestly. But like, it's usually one thing at a time, you know? Been warm as usual here, but weird, sneaky cold front tonight, and we actually have a frost warning for the same area prone to it. Interesting because we had a cool day here 2 days ago. It was like 70 degrees and it was breezy and it was freaking beautiful. And then here we are back to like 100 again. And so it's like that one that one jet stream flew through real quick, didn't hang around. It decided to keep on going. But am I the only one that thinks it's weird? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Well, with today's technology, we don't even know. That's right, we don't know exists a forest or a city fire can be started anyway. Yeah, yeah, that's true. And I saw a video, and I don't know. I just think it's interesting. I'm not saying this is what's happening. I'm not saying this is what's not happening. But I saw a video of a woman talking about what happened in Hawaii and how cars were like the metal of the cars were like melted, but the trees weren't bothered at all. And oh, well, hey stranger, long time no see. But the trees like were still there. And I saw this video where this lady was like, well, if you were trying to use microwave and you put a fork in the microwave, it would spark and start a fire. But if you put like broccoli in the microwave, that it would just heat it up and it wouldn't start a fire. And I was like, that is true. So it really made me think, waterproof eyeliner. What do you mean? Where? My daughter put makeup on me today. She's 12 and she's in love with wings, so she's been doing wings. Um, but I told her she could make up my face. So that's what that is. No, I didn't rub my makeup off. Geoengineering, Dane Wiggerton, the dimming. Is that a channel, Kat? Hi, Sheldon. Yes, here we are. I'm early. Hi, sweetie pie. Global warming. What warmed it back 100 years ago for a record we just broke this week? That's a good question, also. I think it's all very interesting. And I just feel, I don't know, there's just a part of me that just, the timing of it, the timing of it. Like, why are all these places catching on fire right now? Like, it just, I mean, normally we would have a natural disaster and then some time would go by and there would be one somewhere else. And some time would go by or a year would go by and then, the hurricane season would come again. Or I just feel like it's interesting that there is literally no time between all of these things happening all at the same time here in the United States. Like, it really makes you go, I am none of those things, Taya. Libra, Cancer, and or Virgo. No, I am none of those things. I am a Capricorn. Capricorn 111, Alpha Omega, the beginning, the middle, and the end. That is me. So, anyways, I just think it's weird. Eddie, I like the better picture that you put of yourself. The first one you put on your profile was way too serious. You looked very serious. Yes, 111. That's me. I am the Alpha and the Omega. The divine masculine and the divine feminine. The yin and the yang. The beginning and the end. But isn't it crazy though? Like, no, I'm not a Cancer. I'm a Capricorn. But thank you, Taya, for your input. I appreciate you contributing to the conversation. I agree. Microwaves are similar, are a possibility. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird, I don't know. I understand it is my polarity sign, but I'm not a Cancer. I am a Capricorn, Taurus, Scorpio. I just answered your question before your question popped up. So, hi, Katie. How are you? I haven't seen you in such a long time. Hi, Rhonda. I haven't seen you either. It's so good to see old faces that I haven't seen. My goodness, your granddad died. I'm so sorry to hear that. I know you were concerned about that. Last time I talked to you was probably a couple of years ago, right? And you were not having a good time then. I understand that your grandpa has passed, and I hope you're doing okay. Stability wise, I'm the best of every sign. That's right, Elspeth. I am everything and always. And so are you. So are we all. So are we all. But I just thought we would chit chat. We can do paid readings if you'd like. Connecting to your loved ones who've crossed over. I had some interesting readings over the last couple of days. Private readings that I've been doing. I do have that special, guys. I got to remind you that I have that special for a private reading with me. 30-minute private reading with me for $40, and that is a discounted rate that I told you would be very temporary. So I think I'll be having that maybe for like another week, and then it'll go away. But I have been enjoying doing. I feel Libra with you more so than I do Scorpio. Well, I'm sorry. I know my exact birth time, and it's definitely Scorpio. Surprising to me, too. I thought it was Libra, but it wasn't. So I was born at 3:10 in the morning. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. I have been enjoying the private readings that I have been doing for people because helping people get closure from a loss is one of the reasons that I was plugged into these gifts that I have, because it helps people heal. And helping people heal helps people ascend to a higher level of consciousness. Okay, Taya, it's not. It's not. But thank you. I've done natal charts in several different apps, and it is Scorpio. And so, yeah, but it's been interesting, and I can literally feel when people are getting the closure that they need from the messages that I'm giving them. And it's a beautiful feeling. And so I want to tell everyone, if you feel called to connect to a loved one who's crossed over, and you feel that I can help you do that, by all means, contact me on my Facebook page or my website, quantumcatalysthealing.com, and I will do everything in my power and ability to help you get the closure that you need so that you can move forward in your life with peace in your heart. Okay? Because that's really what unblocks, the peace in your heart, the love and peace in your heart that you allow yourself to feel really opens up your path and propels you forward. And I think it's a beautiful thing. So I've been doing several readings over the last few days, private readings for people that have just been amazing, really amazing. And just truly makes me happy in my heart to be able to help people get to that. It's lovely. Don't forget to add $10 to the reading special for a permanent link to a recording to rewatch and learn more and more every time. Oh, that's true, Elspeth. I always forget about that. I always do. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. But yeah. Everybody's so quiet tonight. Tell me about your day. Did your kids already go back to school? Mine doesn't go back to school until Monday. She's very excited. We went and had the open house over there today and got to meet all of her teachers. Yeah. Okay. You're just causing strife. I hate when people come on my lives just to cause strife. It's incredibly annoying. I have no need for that. I don't need somebody to come on here and tell me what my sign is. I know what my signs are. I know my entire natal chart. I'm not an idiot. I can use the apps just like everybody else. But she is definitely a shit starter. Anyway. People are getting COVID right now. Did you know that? It was amazing watching your friends do paid readings to help you the other night. I know, Elspeth. It was so much fun, and I really love all of them so much. And then they did last night. I heard that they were doing a benefit for somebody else in Africa or South Africa. I'm not sure where exactly that person is, but another person in Africa. And so I messaged my girlfriends and I was like, I want to help. I want to help you guys do these readings, And they're like, oh, yeah, that's so amazing. And it was at like 7 o'clock. And they were like, we're going to be starting in like 3 hours. And I was like, oh, I'll be asleep at 10 o'clock at night. I don't. Because it's in Australia. I just assumed they would be doing like the same time frame that they did mine, but no, they were doing a different time of the day, so I wasn't able to help. But they are super sweet people and beautiful souls and very, very generous and kind and lovely people. And, a lot of the readers that I know in Australia are like that. They're just super nice people. Yeah, she wasn't advertising. It's like your stuff, and then somebody's like, "No, you're wrong. You're this instead." I don't think so. I'm pretty sure the state registry knows exactly when I was born. I'm pretty sure they have all that documented. I'm pretty sure. How you doing, Randy? How's everything over in Randyland? Randyland. But yeah, yeah. I know what my ascendant is. It's Scorpio. I was just as surprised as everybody else. But it makes sense why I've attracted so many Scorpios, because we have something in common. I don't know. But yeah, from what I understand, people are getting COVID again. That's crazy. I can't believe people are still using those PCR tests that have been scientifically proven not to do squat about anything. Tests that don't actually give you any kind of accurate reading for. I'm just talking out of my butt right now, but there's things going on. There's fire. We're on fire. And the places that aren't on fire are flooding. And the places that aren't on fire are flooding, are having tornadoes and hurricanes. And I think I read in New Jersey or New York that like 5 or 7 buildings just spontaneously combusted. Which, how? Let me see where I read that somewhere, and I'm like, people believe that? People believe that? Huh. Insane in the membrane. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? It was called. I'm looking on my Telegram right now because that's where I see actual news reports. I don't see them on regular news. They don't talk about these things. Why, you ask? Gee, I don't know. Okay, look at this. Breaking news. Multiple buildings in New York City burst out in flames. What's that about? Oh, he says we are under attack too. I feel that way too. So look, I follow this channel on Telegram, and on August 14th, which was 8 days ago, they listed several states where things were going to be happening. And I want you to look at the list of states that they mentioned 8 days ago The eye in the sky, which is the DEWs, direct energy weapons. I'm probably going to get banned off Facebook for talking about this stuff. But it needs to be said. Y'all, people need to be aware. Okay? Look at this. Texas having floodings. Arizona, what's going over there? New Jersey, Montana, New Mexico, Washington, fires. Oregon, Colorado, Florida, California, Nevada, Idaho, Wyoming, Utah, Oklahoma. You can follow that channel at Shadow of Ezra on Telegram. And they give a lot of good information beforehand. And I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy that that list was given and now things are happening in all those states. Are you on YouTube still? Yes, ma'am. I sure am. COVID is the 20th century version of head lice in the 60s. School starts and germ spread. Honestly. Now, if everybody could just put some gel in their hair and get on with their lives over COVID, that would be swell. That would be awesome if it was just that simple. You know, some mousse or some gel in their hair so that they can't. COVID mandates return to Hollywood. Lionsgate requires employees to mask up and submit to daily testing. Biden administration to urge all Americans get a coronavirus booster shot. There's heavy metals in those booster shots. There's heavy metals in there. What happens when you put metal in a microwave? Everybody needs to detox from heavy metals. Okay? Crazy. Anyways, show me the evidence-based practice. What do you mean? Ow. There's mosquitoes outside. Skitters. Skitters are getting me. Emma walked home from her friend's house the other day and had skeeter bites all over her. Because she took her shoes off and was walking barefooted, I guess. And she had skeeter bites all over her. All over. Not ever been so glad since the 1990s to have a major air base gone from Maine just a few miles away. You're just a few miles from Maine, Elspeth? Really? Crazy story. I grew up in Massachusetts, as some of you may know. I grew up in Massachusetts, and my mom had a girlfriend that would come down from Canada like once or twice a year, and she would go shopping because of the exchange rate of the money or something like that. But she would come down and she would shop in like all the stores and everything. That was when I was a kid, though. But she would come down from Canada and just go shopping. Yeah. Regarding boosters, people with no business recommending health-related guidelines without any evidence supporting. I am entitled to my opinion. I am entitled to my opinion. Yeah. If you want evidence to support it, look it up. Don't just keep doing what the hospital tells you to do when they were getting paid for every single person who gets a shot. Doctors were getting a bonus for every single person that got a COVID shot. That seems very unethical to me. You know? I'm agreeing with you. That's what I'm saying. Oh, yeah. But I just feel like, evidence has come out that the doctors, whistleblowers are coming forward from Pfizer and all this saying that they were paying the doctors $50,000 for each COVID shot they administered. Like, what? They got rich off of people. It's just wrong. 5 miles from the actual border. I had no idea. before I moved, our farm stopped at the border. Oh my gosh, Elspeth, I didn't know you were that close to Maine. OMG. One of these times I'm going to get up there. I swear it. One of these times I'm going to get up there. I swear it. Anyways, we're talking about serious stuff. I don't want to talk about serious stuff. I just started this line of questioning because I thought it was weird. I'm like, am I the only one that thinks it's weird? That it's like Hawaii, California, Washington, Texas, New York. All this shit's happening at the same time. Am I the only one that thinks it's weird? Like, we used to have a natural disaster once a year or once a season. But this is all going on at the same time. And it's like very distracting. It's very distracting. Because we're thinking about people we know. We're thinking about people that we know in Hawaii. I have an auntie in Lahaina that lost everything. She lost everything. She was evacuated. She wasn't allowed to take anything. She's in her 70s. She lost everything, and we're thinking about people losing all of their things. And we're thinking about fires destroying people's homes in Washington and Oregon and California flooding and Texas flooding and New York businesses going up in flames. And it's like we're ants just being scattered. Like somebody's got a little magnifying glass and they're just blowing up ants with it. That's what it feels like to me. Like it just feels weird to me. And then they're like, oh, guess what? We're going to bring COVID back. Everybody stock up on your vitamins and take your vitamins and take your vitamin D and take your zinc and get you some elderberry and take care of yourself, Take care of yourself. Because we don't want you getting sick. We don't want you feeling bad. We don't want you down and out and depressed and not well. We want you in good vibes, good vibes, happy place. I wasn't addressing that comment to you, by the way. Of course, you're entitled to your opinion. I was referring to the government. I don't believe the government anything. I feel like I have been in a narcissistic relationship with the government, and I don't believe a word they say anymore. I mean, I have just been abused by the government and gaslit by the government. And I don't even want to pay taxes anymore. I just don't. I feel like they take all my money and send it to the Ukraine. And I don't like our government. I don't like our government. I think they're shitty. And I don't think they're doing what's right for us as a country, as a people. I don't. And it's incredibly sad. We are just at a really horrible place as a collective in this country, in the world. The world is going through shit. Look what's happening in Africa. Oh my gosh. The world is weird. Noting nothing like it used to be. Must be my age. Maybe. Elspeth, major resort and motel chains trying to buy the burned Maui people out. Surprise? Not surprised. I made that comment. I have a friend I have a Hawaiian friend, Polynesian friend in Hawaii that has been talking about their sovereign rights, the Hawaiian people and their sovereign rights and their land for like a year and a half now. And they have been saying no to people trying to buy their land. They have been saying, they have been turning down outrageous offers because they want their land. It's their land. And then all of a sudden, boom, let's burn you out of house and home. And then unsavory predators are going to come in and be like, well, I'll give you $3 million for your land. Or I'll give you $5 million for your land. You don't have anything left anyway. And they are just preying on these people that have lost. And have nothing. And they're like, we'll give you money. If that's not the devil at work, I don't know what is. Honestly, truly. That is the truth. Good thing you live in a country you can say that about it. Oh, I agree. I don't think I'm on a platform where I'm allowed to say that about it, but definitely in a country. They are still, I keep getting notifications the last couple of days. They are still censoring my posts from 2021 that had music playing in the background. They are like, still to this day, like, oh, hey, by the way, copyright infringement. I'm like, whatever, dude. I don't care. Mute it. It's from 2 years ago. Whatever. But they're still doing that. They're worried about music playing on my post from 2 days ago. I mean, from 2 years ago. And it's like, are there more important things you could be censoring? Like child pornography? Instead of a fucking song from the 1980s that was playing in the back of my live stream? Don't you think there are more things you could be censoring? Better things you could be censoring? Man. I don't know. There weren't any bison to slaughter in Hawaii. I don't understand your comment, Elspeth. What does that mean? People could be spending their time with worthier endeavors, And I am guilty of this too. I do not contribute as much as I should to a better society. And I know that. And I should. I absolutely should. I'm such an introvert. I'm such an introvert. Like, I really don't leave the house much, and I'm super uncomfortable being around groups of people. Energy wise, it's just a lot for me. So I feel like maybe I should just be sharing more about the Underground Railroad movement and Project Underground Railroad, Tim Tebow Foundation. These are all foundations that are trying to help rescue children from sex slavery, from child trafficking, from being tortured and abused. And so I think I'll probably do that. I'll probably share that more often on my page, not to try and lower the vibration, because children have vibrations too. And a lot of children are extremely unhappy in these situations, and afraid for their lives and feeling like nobody cares about them. And if we can rescue these children, we're changing the vibration of the collective, right? When they don't have to live in fear every day, right? I am concerned. My daughter is just such a beautiful girl. She's just such a beautiful girl, and it has been weighing on my mind. The concern for her safety in the world that we live in. During the rally, I'm like, you can't go outside by yourself. You cannot. Do not go anywhere. Do not walk anywhere. It's such a huge hub for sex trafficking. The Hells Angels has a clubhouse right down the street, and it's just not safe, And so we were both so happy when the rally was over, and we could kind of get back to that feeling of being more safe. Obviously nobody is completely safe because there's crazy people everywhere, but we definitely feel relieved now that that is over. And yeah, so, but that is something that weighs heavy on my mind. Like, I honestly, a lot of you know, I was sexually abused as a child. I was not sex trafficked or tortured, thank God. But that is something that I absolutely do not ever, 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 ever want to happen to my children. And I was very overprotective of my son and my daughter when they were little. And I was very overprotective, or just protective, of Emma. she's going to be 13 in a couple of months. And I'm like, gosh, you know, according to the statistics, that's the prime age. And I am concerned. I am concerned for her safety. So I will continue to be ever vigilant with with uh, with my daughter and making sure that she makes it to adulthood in a safe and happy environment. Natalie Painter says, I work with teens after they come out of trauma experience like the ones you were just talking about. And man, these poor kids have some rough stories to listen to. I know. I know it's absolutely horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And it just breaks your heart, you know? It really does. And I just wish we could just put an end to it. You know, just put an end to it where children and people, adults get sex trafficked too, you know, um, where people just wouldn't have to suffer those atrocities because it's absolutely horrible. Any kind of slavery, feeling like you are cattle, feeling like you are just bought and sold to the highest bidder. I mean, gosh, that's really got to mess people up. So, I don't know. I guess I have some things on my mind today. I guess we're not doing readings after all. I guess we are just going to get this out. I was watching the Facebook Reels today and I saw an advertisement for the Tim Tebow Foundation. I don't know if you'll know Tim Tebow. He was, I don't know if he still is, but he's a professional football player. Just a huge guy, you know, a football player. And I saw, normally I skip over the ads, but I sat and I was like, I'm going to watch this. And something needs to be done. I'm being reminded, we had the whole save the children craze when people realized that Walmart was selling children, um, Wayfair was selling children. They were all using their websites for sex trafficking and child sex trafficking. And, you shouldn't have to buy an armoire for $10,000, uh, or a Stacy painting for $10,000. There's just so much evil in the world that has been coming to light. And I think we need to be better about that. I think we need to broadcast it. I think we need to show people, look, this is not okay. Look what's happening. Get your freaking head out of the sand. It's tragic. Perhaps this will give more people the reality that big government and corporations really only have profit first. Greed and corruption is what we're up against. Yeah. Greed, corruption, evil. 7 deadly sins. Every educated or loving parent has to be overprotective. Even around here in the woods, let them believe we're in the frozen. True. I don't know. It's heavy on my heart today. I want every child to be raised in a safe and loving environment where they know their worth. They know that they're loved and protected and they can be happy, Stealing the happiness of a child, instilling fear in a child is probably, I think, one of the worst evils that a person could do in this world. I have unfriended family members. Several years ago, a family member sent me a video of somebody physically abusing a little child. And I was so disgusted, I unfriended them. I told them, don't you ever send anything like that to anyone ever again. Because I am disgusted by it, but some crazy motherfucker out there might enjoy that. And why would you feed that kind of insanity and perversion? It's just terrible. just terrible. It's burned in my brain. I still see it when I talk about it. I can still see that video. That's terrible. Oof. Tell me something good, guys. Tell me something good in the world. Tell anything. Give me something. Gosh. Give me something. Anything. Tell me something good that happened to you today. Do you have anything? Can we? I found out, my daughter thinks she's really bad at math. She thinks she's terrible at math. And she's even already made an agreement with her friend, Max, who is good in math and bad in English, to trade tutoring each other or helping each other with class. Well, we went to open house today, and Emma went and met her third period math teacher. And she's like, oh, yeah, I know her. And we're talking to her. And she's like, you must be really good at math to be in my third period math class. And Emma's like, no. And she's like, what did you get on your tests last year? Your scores, the annual test they do. She's like, above average. And she's like, you're really good at math, and that's why you're in my third period math class. And I was so proud of her because honestly, guys, my daughter struggles so hard with math concepts. She's in 7th grade. She still doesn't know her times tables by heart. She just struggles with math. For her teacher to tell her that she's good at math and that she's been placed in a class for kids that are good in math, excel in math. Like, I was so proud of her. I was so proud of her. And the shock on her face. I was really good in math when I was in school, so she must take after me. Okay. Seashell says she saved a little bird. I love that so much. It's starting to feel like fall here. There's something about fresh, crisp air. We had a cool day the other day, and it's starting to feel like fall when all of the pumpkin spice memes come out. I've been seeing a lot of pumpkin spice latte memes, and it just cracks me up. I've literally never had I'm not a big fan of pumpkin. I've never had a pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks, but they're coming out with all those memes, and it just cracks me up. Tell me about the little bird seashells. I got 30 amazing tomatoes off my neglected garden plants yesterday. Ooh, what are you going to do with them? Are you going to can them? What are you going to do with your tomatoes? I got to buy groceries for someone in Canada who hasn't had any food for a couple of days. Oh, Sheldon. I love that. I love that so much. That is wonderful. I love it so much. Crystal says, I bought a 4-wheeler and a boat. I'm coming to your house next summer. And Sheldon also put his kiddie pool out and filled it with water so his furry and feathered friends could stay cool. I bet you those feathered friends are loving that. I bet you they are over there just flapping around in that water. Oh my. That's amazing. I love that so much. Yeah. That's good news, guys. Thank you for your good news. Crystal, I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. I do love. My go-to. I love that you stated that. You got to. I need it. I need positive energy. I realize that all my automotives are red. You got some red automotive karma? Or are you just attracted to that bold, strong, courageous color? The red represents the root chakra and your stability. So look at you building an empire. Difference between I get to and I have to. Right. I got to. Exactly. I love that. I love that you got to help somebody. I I really have got to start keeping cash because I have just been doing the whole debit card thing for a while now. I used to have cash on me and I just don't keep cash on me anymore. But I have got to start keeping cash because when I see homeless people, I want to help them, but I just have a debit card. I'm not giving them my debit card. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's a lot of homeless people in Rapid City. For some reason, there's a lot of homeless natives, and it breaks my heart, really. I think I have at least 2 dozen green peppers, sliced or diced and frozen. Ooh, look at you manifesting. Yes, yes. I am manifesting. Money comes to me frequently and in abundance. Money comes to me frequently and in abundance. I deserve large quantities of money. I think I have at least 2 dozen bell peppers. It was okay. It was found in late evening by me. I kept it warm in my room to release it in the morning. Aww. And did it fly away? Aww. It really just happened like that. I don't know. I don't think it did. I don't think it did. It's 104 in Omaha today. Girl, right? Try to keep positive mowing the yard and result beautiful yard. Perfect. I hope you did that before it got too hot. And if you didn't, I hope you stay hydrated and drink a lot of water because water is life, right? Oh man. Yeah. My daughter picked out, my friend offered, as you know, I've been having some financial issues quite a bit. And I reached out and asked for help on Facebook, which has been a lesson for me. It really has been a lesson for me asking for help. Anyways, my girlfriend bought my daughter a couple pairs of shoes from Just Fab, and she picked out a pair of heeled boots. And so she has been walking around in these heeled, like she's not tall enough already. She's already like 5'8". So she's walking around in these heeled boots today at the school, and like all the kids are way shorter than her already, and it's like they're looking at her, and she's like that. That's so funny. Not my best garden by month. I wanted to tell you my spiritual growth has been through the roof. Look at you. I love that. I did recently have a miscarriage, but I'm okay. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're okay. Look at Marlene. I did a good deed today. I went to the store and bought a bag of food for a homeless couple. I love that so much. Not something I do a lot, but seeing them so hungry I couldn't help myself. Honestly, like, gosh, poor thing could not anything I thought I kept, so it does not be eaten by a cat. Oh, I know, poor little baby. Marlene, that's wonderful. I love that for you. I love that for you so much. Yeah, I never have any cash, not even change in my car. Like, I don't keep change in my car because it rattles and it annoys me. But I need to start keeping some cash so I can help the homeless people in Rapid. I just hate seeing them without shelter, especially in the summertime when it was so freaking hot. In the wintertime, I have no idea where they go, honestly. But we have these bronze statues all over Rapid City, statues of presidents and different poses and stuff on the street corners, like on every street corner in downtown Rapid City. And in the wintertime, people put jackets and hats and gloves and stuff on the statues for the homeless people to take. And I think it's amazing. But man, I don't think I could. I don't think I could stand to see homeless people out in the freezing. I don't think I could. Like, I would like, get in my car, let's go. Let's find you somewhere. You know? Gosh. It's crazy. Lord. Thank you guys for telling me all the good news. I appreciate it. I was getting way too bummed out over there talking about the atrocities. It's good to have balance, you know? It's good. We can talk about the horrible things that are happening in the world, but we should also talk about the light. You know, you can't have darkness without light. You can't have light without darkness. You would not be able to appreciate one without the other if it didn't exist. And so I appreciate you all giving me the good news. The good news. You can also carry a few gift cards for local grocery stores. Great idea. Buy seashells. That is a great idea, Elspeth. I'm going to do that. I'm absolutely going to do that. Because there's two Safeway grocery stores and there's a family fair. I don't know. I think it's, I don't know who family fair is run by. One of them is run by Kroger, and I think it's Safeway. Kroger? I think Kroger owns Safeway. I love Safeway. I shop at Safeway, and then after I spend $100, they give me 10 cents off in my gas, and I love that because gas is like $4 a gallon here right now, and it's crazy. So I accumulate it until I really want to see a big discount, and then I use that for a big discount. My daughter messaged me. Oh, my friend Miranda, that was one of the readers that put on the benefit to help raise money for me for my financial situation, made a beautiful post to all those that were present at our benefit event for Misty Lynn. From my heart to yours, I wish to express my gratitude for not only being there for Misty, but for all the donations that were received. We had a wonderful day and the blessings were incredible. Truly, truly. It truly is amazing how much kindness is still in this world and how human beings, even when they're in their own suffering, will generously come together to support another soul in need. From Misty, Carolyn, Carly, Tracy, Margaret, and myself, I feel thank you is not a big enough expression of love from us. And to Caroline, Carly, Tracy, and Maggie, I thank you for being there when I needed you. True friends are always there when you ask without question. I love you guys. I feel so fortunate that we are friends and thank you from the bottom of my heart. How sweet. She's such a sweetie. I really, really love her. Marantha O'Rourke is a reader. Everybody has a different style. Okay, so I don't know if you watched the benefit that they put on for me. We did readings, and everybody has a different style. People connect to different levels of energy, and I thought it was really cool that we were all doing different types of readings. Really awesome. So very, very cool. Well, I have not had a single donation for a reading tonight, so I am going to assume that I was not supposed to do readings tonight and that we were supposed to chat. That we were just supposed to have a friendly chat. I recently explained that people think that spiritual growth is all rainbows and daisies, but it's way more like it is an exercise. Okay, it's not an exorcism. That happens later. Spiritual growth is one of those things that people think they want it. People think they want to be enlightened, but they don't really understand what all is involved in that process. When you become enlightened or full of light, you have to expel the shadows or the trauma that you hide within your light. The dark closets, the things under the bed, everything needs to be cleared out so that you can be full of light. And in order to do that, you have to confront it. You have to confront your feelings. You have to confront your traumas. You have to confront and analyze and figure out what patterns those things have started in your life. You have to nullify those patterns so that you can get yourself on a better path, right? So You're absolutely right, Crystal. It's not easy. I wasn't sure if you were doing that because your description was a little different than usual. Was it? What did I write in there? Let me look. He's starting to connect with your loved ones. Readings tonight are $25 to connect to your loved ones. Normally I do whatever people want to do, but yeah, we're just not going to do readings tonight. I don't think I'm supposed to. You do. You have to look in the actual mirror and see who you are. You have to truly see yourself. You have to truly see yourself as you are. You have to recognize what made you that way. You have to understand um, how karma works. There's a lot that goes into um, a spiritual ascension journey. A lot of people are on a spiritual ascension journey right now, y'all. It's okay, Randy. No big deal. We're just having a chat. Elspeth said, I've had the most real and amazing friend and gifted reader for it's got to be close to or just past 2 years now. You're looking at her. Thank you. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate you. I really do love all of you so very much. Like, I think for those of you that are in my friends list on Facebook, like, I truly, I don't keep gross energy around me. Just know that I don't keep gross energy around me. So if you're in my friends list, it's because I think you're a good soul too. I really do. I really do love all of y'all, and I just want y'all to have the absolutely the best life. And I have been open to counseling and helping people for the last few days. So if you are in need of a chat, um, something terrible is happening, or you just need an ear, shoot me a message. And if I am able to, I will help you through whatever you're going through, because that's really why I'm here. It's not about the money. I mean, we live in a world where energy as money helps create the security that people need financially. But really, it's more about the vibration that people are putting out, and I want to help people. I do. I want to help people. So if you are struggling with something, I had somebody who was struggling really bad with anxiety. I had somebody that was struggling with their relationship. I had somebody who was desperate to speak to um, a loved one. They were mourning really badly. Um, I've had people come to me over the last few days that are just struggling, and I want to help you. You know, um, so if I can counsel you or help you just by talking to get through something, um, by all means, I will do my best if I'm able. I'm going to have healthy boundary lines. This does not mean message me every time something is going on in your life. I'm not that kind of friend. I'm not that kind of friend. Uh, I'm going to be honest with you. Don't think that I want to sit and chit chat all day, every day. I'm not that kind of friend. I'm not a chit chatter. I don't make small talk. That's not me. So if you have an issue that's a serious issue that is bringing you down, I will talk to you about it. Trying to clean out my friends list. Yes, Crystal. Have you been getting a kick in the butt, Kat? Elspeth says, I don't need anything right now. Elspeth got a clean bill of health from the cancer doctor, and so she's sitting high on the hog. She's good. Everything's wonderful for her. She's feeling fabulous. I really need to unpack this container of this desk stuff. Um, I packed everything up, and I really need to unpack it. I started watching my Aquarius readings earlier, and I so needed that. Oh, are you talking about consciousness Evolution Journey channel, she's literally one of my favorites. I only watch like 2 people do tarot readings on YouTube. And Dee from Consciousness Evolution Journey, I watch her. And I watch Queen of Cups. Oh, there goes the light when I said Queen of Cups. I watch Queen of Cups tarot. I think she's in Sweden. But Dee, I think, is in the United States. But anyway, let me turn this light on. Awfully dark in here, my gosh. I started, yeah. So, but those are the 2 people that I watch that I've resonated with since the very beginning. And Dee's readings are usually very accurate. She just posted a 3-month forecast, which I loved for Capricorn. So if you want to know what's happening in my life, go watch the Capricorn reading on Consciousness Evolution Journey on YouTube. But she's great. I love her. She's also got Pick a Card channel as well. For, they put a couple cards up, and then you just pick one, and then she gives you the message for the card. How's your son doing? He was a great guest you had on. Yeah, the day after that, interesting that you ask, Randy, that was a couple of months ago. The day after that, we had a great time. We did. He was a really great guest reader. The day after that, he got mad at me, and I haven't spoken to him. He won't speak to me. He's mad at me. So he hasn't spoken to me for a couple of months. He's very angry at me for not supporting him. I don't really want to get too much into it, but it is something that I absolutely could not support in any way, shape, or form. Something that I don't want to have anything to do with. It's not the energy that I want to vibrate in and be associated with, and I told him that. And I told him to stop trying to involve me in that, and that I did not want to be involved in that, and that I was drawing a boundary line as far as that is concerned. And he got upset with me, and he said that I was trying to control his life, which I absolutely was not. But it'll be interesting because he's still angry with me, and he is coming up with my daughter in September, and they're going to stay with me for a week, so things will happen. Talks will be had. But yeah, I told him, I'm like, you need to make up your mind whether you're coming up here or not, because I'm not going to have you come up here and fight with me for a week. Not doing it. But my son was dabbling in energy that I don't want anything to do with. And he was upset with me because I was not proud of him for what he was doing. And I just cannot. It's just insupportable as far as I'm concerned. I do not deal with any darkness in that way, shape, or form. And I told my son that I didn't want anything to do with that. So it is not welcome in my home. There will be protection placed on my home. Nothing will be coming into my home when my son comes, but we will have a talk. I think children don't really grow up, no matter how old they are, until they have children. Honestly, I think that they are only half grown until they have created a life that they are completely responsible for, the miracle of it, and just the overwhelming awesomeness of it. I don't think people truly understand how much you worry and care about your children, no matter how old they are. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I know, but the thing is, like, some people, my son, some people really do not like for you to have a different opinion than them, and they get very upset when you disagree. And there's a word for that, and we're not going to say that word, but that is something that I feel is kind of a little childish in some people, that they cannot be open-minded and accept that not everybody's going to agree with them. That doesn't mean they don't love you. It doesn't mean they don't care about you. It just means that they see things differently. And that's fine. You should be able to respect other people's opinion. I respect that that is what he wants to do. It is not what I want. It's not what I want to be involved with, you know? Um, and I just wanted to leave it at that. And he got upset with me. And he told me that I was never going to meet his future children. So he was very upset, which I also think was not him, if we're giving clues as to what was going on. I just feel like, he's gone through a lot of personality changes over the last few years that he's been dabbling with different things. And it's really hard for everyone in his family right now because we just all have such a hard time relating to him. Um, but he claims to be very happy. So it's just one of those things that you just have to take a step back and say, I'll be over here if you need me. Um, I'll be over here. I don't want to be involved in that. But if you need me, I'm your mom and I love you. I'll be over here. You know, you can talk to me about anything else going on with you, but I don't want to be involved with that. The problem is that has a he's just kind of obsessed with that. So it takes up a lot of his time and a lot of his life, and that's all he wants to talk about. So that's the problem that I'm having with the boy. Hopefully, he can understand where I'm coming from. Hopefully, we can have a conversation about it that doesn't end in him screaming and stomping. So, but I haven't talked to him in a few months. It's been a few months since my son has spoken to me. So let me see. I think I have it on this phone that I don't even use anymore. I think it's been since June 19th. It has been 2 months since my son has spoken to me. So that's fun. But things will be, I can relate to this so much. Yeah, I feel, my daughter and I had a first fight. Her then husband kidnapped her and brought her to my house several months later and said he couldn't watch us suffer and withering up. Aww. Crystal says my son is the same way. Yes, everybody can relate. Everybody's got a person in their life that is very stubborn and feels like everybody should agree with them no matter what they say or do. Um, Narcissism. Yeah, he actually accused me of trying to control him, and I'm like, how? I am over here in South Dakota. You're in Texas, living your life, working whatever job you want to work, doing whatever you want to do all day long. I'm just telling you not to involve me with that. Stop bringing it to me. Stop showing me these things. I don't want anything to do with that. And that very, very much upset him because he felt like he was trying to share his life with me, and I understand that. But share other parts of your life with me. Don't share that with me. And if you have no other parts of your life, then maybe that's something you should analyze. Maybe you should take a stronger look at that and see, hey, this takes up all of my time. Um, and nobody wants to talk to me. Nobody wants to be around me because they can't relate to me. I've had that conversation with so many people in my family. Like they love him, but they just don't understand, what's going on. So, but that's what's going on in my world. Hold on a second. My dumb dogs. Emma's brought the dogs out, and they were barking at some kids on bikes because apparently kids are not allowed to use bicycles. Who knew? Apparently the dogs don't like bicycles. I appreciate you sharing. Well, thank you for asking. And I know the universe probably has been putting him heavy on your mind lately because he will be coming here. And I told him that. I'm like, look, I told him on Facebook Messenger. He gave the message to Emma because I'm like, are you still coming? Are you not coming? What's going on? And he wouldn't respond to me. And he told Emma, he's like, I'm not trying to get you involved, but tell Mom I'm not ready to talk to her. And I was like, well, I appreciate that you're not ready to talk to me, but we need to make travel arrangements. So you're going to have to for a brief second. So I didn't and cringe upon him. We made the travel arrangements, and then that was the end of it. I didn't force the issue or make him talk to me because honestly, I don't want to go into that because it will take a long time. It's going to be a very long conversation. Most conversations with my son are very long conversations. He's a very vivid speaker. He likes to put a lot of information and details into everything he says, and I will kick his. I gotta go, guys. My daughter's screaming. I gotta go.